We are getting ready to make pumpkin bacon stuffed shells. And this is for a collaboration of Pumpkin Palooza 2022. And the collaboration is put on by Andrea at Didnt So a lot of channels have joined this collaboration with Digging for Health, and it goes on for 7 days through October 1st through October 7th, and we all get to use our favorite pumpkin recipes or a pumpkin recipe that we'll make. I have chose bacon pumpkin stuffed shells. This is going to be a dinner dish, and I hope you enjoy it. But our son loves pumpkin ever since he was little, and we love cooking with pumpkin. So here we go. To save a bit of time, I have already fried up the bacon crumbles, and I'm going to set this aside. Got my water on to boil for my shells. I have 1 small onion, a half a teaspoon of paprika, because I'm just making a small batch because it's just me eating today, a clove of garlic minced, about a half a pound of Gouda cheese, my shells, and about 15 ounces of pureed pumpkin. Next, I'm just going to strain my bacon, drain the fat right off of that. But I still want to use some of this fat for the recipe. So now I have my bacon. I'm just going to let that strain a little bit longer. Getting my pan going for my shells. My water going for my shells. We're going to take about 1 tablespoon of this bacon grease. And of course that's what we're going to use to fry up our onion. So it's 1 very small onion. And then we have a half a teaspoon of paprika and about 1 clove of minced garlic. Put that in there also. I hate making a mess on the stove, trying to clean it up as I go. This is just going to fry up a little bit, let those aromas release. Right now I'm going to head and preheat my oven to 350. While I'm doing, I usually don't preheat, but I figured I would try it this time. So while that's going, I'm going ahead and going to get my baking pan out. And I hardly ever measure anything. So, but we got our water boiling already. I'm going to go ahead and put these shells in. This is about a pound of shells, and I just want to use about half of them this time. And you want your shells just al dente. You do not want them falling apart, because then it's going to be harder to fill them when it's time to fill them. So we just want our onion just translucent a bit. You want to make sure all your shells are stuffed down in there and getting cooked appropriately. And that looks about ready for the next step. Now that our onions are there, we are going to take our pureed pumpkin. We're going to stir this into the mixture. And my pureed pumpkin is just canned pumpkin this time. We're going to just stir this into the mixture. And then you're going to use about half of the bacon for the mixture also. And you can use more bacon if you like. You just have to cook more bacon up. And then I'm going to use about half of this Gouda cheese also. Let me taste it, see if it needs any salt and pepper. Just a wee bit. Really doesn't need a lot with that garlic flavor in there. Oops. It tastes good now. Check on our shells. They are just about ready. And al dente is soft, but just a little bit hard. So these are probably right about there. Yeah, probably going to leave it a little bit longer. This is what the mixture looks like so far. I'm going to go ahead and get my strainer, strain these off. And rinse them in some cold water. Make sure all the water is drained off of them and they're not holding any liquid, or it's going to make your pumpkin mixture really runny. Got my baking dish, got my shells so they're pliable, and a big spoon, and you just stuff the mixture in the shell the best way you can. You're probably going to have to wash your hands after, and go ahead and stick it in your pan. And you can fill them. They're just like eggs. You know, when you make dressed or deviled eggs, you can fill them as full or as not so full as you want to. And you just repeat this process until all the shells are stuffed. And I have noticed that it is easier if you hold your shell by the ends and put that in there, the mixture in there. It holds its shape. You can hold it better and you can fill it easier than holding it by the sides. Hope that helps. Okay, your last step, and it's super simple. You're going to take the rest of your Gouda and you're going to just layer it on there. And you can do as little or as much cheese as you want. I debated today whether or not to use Munster cheese or Gouda, so I just went with the Gouda. But Munster cheese would also be very good on this. And then the rest of your bacon, and put those on top. So this is what they look like. I'm going to pop this in the oven just until the cheese is melted and the pumpkin mixture is warm again. Those are looking awesome, y'all. Come see. Ooh, yeah. It would probably hurry up if I quit opening the oven. I'm just excited. These are yummy. Alright. Looks good enough to eat. This is our pumpkin bacon stuffed shell recipe. We're just going to go ahead and plate some up here. Oh my, y'all. There you have it. Pumpkin stuffed with bacon shells. Make sure I've got a little bit of everything in there. Ooh, hot. A Gouda pairs very well with the pumpkin and the bacon. Our bacon gets smoked, so it's really good pair. I hope y'all will try this recipe out. I'm gonna go ahead and eat supper. Be on the lookout for more videos from Pumpkin Palooza 2022. And y'all come back.